Hey again, it's Christina from Sunshine and Flora. So a couple videos ago, I shared with you guys some flowers that I was saving to dry and then some flowers I had harvested for zinnia seeds. And I asked you guys, when you're saving zinnia seeds, do you harvest your zinnias when they're partially dry with a little color left? Or do you wait until they're completely brown in the garden? And most of you said you waited till they were completely dry. Well, last night I was watching some YouTube and I came across a video from Blossom and Branch Farm, and she was harvesting her zinnias when there was a lot of color left on them and getting viable seeds. So I thought it would be fun to go out in the garden and pick some really beautiful blooms, bring them back in here and see what viable seed we can get from them. Now I want to also document these. So I have 10 numbered cups and I want to keep track of what the harvested bloom looks like, save the seed from that bloom, and then next spring when I plant them out at the garden, we will be able to see, for example, if this was a purple Bennery's giant, what different blooms came from the seed of that purple's Bennery's giant, because everything cross-pollinates, and that is how Floret and these other breeding companies get all these new really cool varieties. So I have 10 numbered cups. So let's head out in the garden and see what blooms we can find. I know exactly where we're going first. Okay, so we are out in the fenced-in garden and I know exactly where we are going first. Oh, there's my sunglasses that I couldn't find yesterday. Awesome. If you saw my last video, you saw that I cleaned out my dahlia patch. The first bloom that we are going to collect is this one. Isn't that a beauty? Now, I think this is a Floret variety, and you can see it's really poofy. It's definitely a full double, but it almost has that crinkle on the edges like a cactus style. So this is bloom number 1 we are collecting. Bloom number 2 is going to be this Oklahoma salmon. If you don't grow any of the Oklahoma varieties, they're absolutely beautiful. They are really poofy, thick blooms, but smaller than a Bennery's giant. I love tucking them into bouquets. So this is number 2. Here's number 3. I didn't think that I had any doubles left of these peachy ones. I thought, I'm gonna try to move the camera slowly. I thought that they were all singles, which I think these may be golden hour. So I don't know if this is golden hour or alpenglow, but that one is really pretty. This is number 3. And number 4 is going to be this poofy smaller bloom that's a little bit iridescent. I'm guessing this is a Victorian wedding. So now we are in the zinnia patch that is by the hoop house, and you can tell these are really done, but I do have some areas over here where there are quite a few blooms left. And I thought it would be fun to take one of these Bennery's giant whites and see what we could get from those. So I have a few big blooms. There's some back over here. There's one over here. I think this one looks pretty good. So I'm gonna make this bloom number 5. Well, I have a lot of these pinky peachy ones, but I think this is going to have to be bloom number 6. It's cream at the top and a deep mauve at the bottom. I think I have to save this one. So for the last 4, we're going to head over to this new garden area because all of those flowers are completely different than these other patches, and I'll show you why when we get over there. So this is the newest planting area of the garden, which is on the property for the new building that we bought the retail space. This is the second planting. So these were a lot of the fall flowers I did. So this whole row is pretty much the Bennery's giant, which I did orange, yellow, deep red, coral. And then over here, I have the purple Bennery's giant. This is more of the magenta. I can't remember what it's called. And then I have the Queen Lime series and some Oklahoma white. So I think for sure I need to take one of these purple Bennery's giant and look at the size of this compared to my hand. I mean, these blooms are just absolutely enormous. And look at how poofy these are. Aren't those awesome when they age? Those are just awesome. So I'm gonna take one of these for sure. This will be number 7. That bloom is so big, it doesn't even fit in the cup. That is so cool. So this one is planted in the Bennery's Giant Coral, but if you can see, it's got like a deeper orange and then more of a lighter coral on the outside. This is going to be an option, but I feel like it would be really fun to save from these Queen Lime series. And I hope you guys can see this okay. Look at this one right here. This is the one I'm looking at. It's yellow in the center and then fades to orange to mauve. I think this is going to be number 8. Okay, then I think, just because I want to see what some of these Bennery's Giants do, what if we pick one of these golden yellows? Now on either side of the golden yellow, there's more salmon, and then there's the deep red, and then the orange down the line. So let's pick, how about this one right here? Sorry, the lighting's not amazing. Let's pick this all golden yellow bloom and just see what becomes of it next year. All right, then I have this little patch of the Queen Lime Red, which I love because they're almost kind of like a mauve with these lime green centers. I think I want to save one of these. So this one looks good. This will be number 10. All right, so we're back inside the studio. I have my 10 cups and bugs crawling everywhere. I think I need to get rid of these bugs before we start pulling these open. But I think I got a really good variety. I think this white one will be fun. I got some pale pinks. I got the vibrant purple, a couple of the Queen Lime series, the golden yellow. This will be really fun. So I'm going to try to get some of these bugs killed. Then let's open these up. I'll zoom the camera in and we'll see how many seeds are in each one of them. All right, so here is bloom number 1. This is that first one that's a floret that has a little bit of a cactus look to it. Now, last night in the video when she pulled these apart, there is less seeds on the top of the flower and the most seeds are at the bottom. So she literally, oh, well, that's not how she did it. I must not have pulled as hard. Can you guys see that? This is the seed right here. And you can tell it's dark. She said to look at the darkness of the seed, which you can tell it's not like white and see-through. So that is a viable seed. I don't think I pulled hard enough. A lot of them are breaking off. And maybe this flower isn't a good one because it's still so green. Oh, and there's a big bug coming out of there. Holy cow, there's one. And really, I only need a few seeds per flower. So what I'm going to do is whenever I find a seed, I'm going to put them in the cup and let them dry for a week or so. And then I will put them in an envelope and save them for next year. Yeah, they're pulling out of the middle. Okay, so there's 4 right there. There's 5. Oh, look at all those. There's like 10 right there. I probably already have enough. Oh yeah, look, there's a bunch more. There's like 10 more. Now this one is all white. You can tell there's nothing in there, so I'm not going to keep that one. All right, honestly, I think that's probably enough. But I wonder if I break this apart. Oh yeah, see if I do this. There's all my seeds right there. Look at all those black seeds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There they all are right there. Awesome. So you kind of pull right here. There's all my seeds right there. Cool. I'll save a few more of the really dark ones. But I think I have enough from that flower. Oh my gosh, here's a good, I hope you guys can see that. See right here. These are clear, nothing's in there yet, but these are dark. Those are the seeds that have formed. Okay, number 2 is the cute little Oklahoma salmon. Oh, there's a whole bunch right there. And I really don't need very many from each one. So a few handfuls, and I should be good. Okay, number 3 was this one that was at the bottom of the plant that I'm not sure what it is, but it's got that kind of iridescent look. Oh yeah, there's seeds in here too. They don't look as bulky as some of the others, but they're dark, so I'm gonna save them. This is very white, so I'm not gonna save that. All right, number 4 was what I thought could be a Victorian wedding. That's pretty. These petals are like teal green on the bottom. So cool. This definitely has to be Victorian wedding. Okay, number 5 was this huge white Bennery's Giant. Oh yeah, loaded with seeds. Oh, this was close to the Bennery's Giant White, but it was the peach that goes down to the mauve. Some Floret variety. I was not very good at labeling. Oh yeah, lots of seeds. So I'm basically just kind of pulling from the bottom. They pull right out and I'm putting it in the cup. And I'm getting plenty. Okay, 7. The Bennery's Giant Purple that will not even fit in my cup. There's one. These petals are so big, they're filling up my cup. Okay, number 8. This was in the Queen Lime Orange pile. Oh, I don't even know if these are developed. Oh, there's a couple. So see how these are all white? There's a few dark ones on the bottom side. So here's one. All of these that are just white, I'm not even going to save those. All right, so that is the one that I got the least out of, but honestly, just to try, that's a good amount. Okay, number 9 is the golden yellow. And number 10 was the Queen Lime red. Okay, this has a lot of the white also, but there are darker ones to be saved. So maybe the Queen Limes just take a little bit longer, or I don't know. There'll still be plenty for what I want to do. And here they are, all 10 of the cups. All right, so I'm gonna set these out of the sun. I'm gonna let them dry for a week or so, and then what I'll do is I'll go through, take the petals off, and then I will save the seeds and label them according to what cup they are in. So then that way next year, I can reference back with this video and see this row is the purple that I planted, number 7. And then that way we can see what cool things that we get from these different varieties. And I'm really trying to save, especially the Floret seeds this year, as I'm sure a lot of you are, because she has said she's not selling them next year. I really wanted to get into seed saving a little bit more anyway. Over the years, I've been saving like honeywort and celosia and a few other things, but I've never really saved my zinnia seeds. And zinnias are one of the most prolific bloomers in my garden and one of my staple summer blooms. So why not save my own seed? Even if they don't come out exactly like a variety that I order, that's okay. I might find something really cool. And then it's like free flowers because these seeds are free from my plants that I've already grown. So anyway, next year I'm going to have a dedicated spot in the garden to the saved seeds, and then that way I will know what is mine and what are ones I ordered. So watch for that next spring. It'll be an exciting project. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this video, and I hope it inspires you to go out in your garden if you still have some blooms and grab your own seed. Save some money, have some fun. I think it'll be really cool. So anyway, the next video that you guys will probably see is me planting the hoop house because this afternoon I'm headed to get some soil amendments. So watch for that this coming week. Hope you guys are having a great day, and we will see you soon.